Okay, welcome guys back to the next Blender tutorial. So we're going to be doing a dangling light today, which is kind of like a cluster light as well. So I'm going to go ahead, delete the default cube. Let's go to Eevee, change that out to cycles up in the render engine option. And I'm going to go ahead and add a, let's go with cylinder first, scale this down, shade smooth, G. Bring this up. Let's go with edit mode. I want to take this top face right here. E for extrude. Just kind of scale that in a little bit. And then we're just going to go with E and just go straight up kind of thing. I think that's a little bit too thick. Let's go S for scale, scale it down, and then E for extrude, bring that up. So, the next bit that we're going to need to do is, let's go to object mode, we'll go add, and we'll go cylinder again. I'll press G, bring this up to the base, shade this smooth, and what I'm going to do is let's go to edit mode. We'll go E for extrude at the base here, scale this in, E for extrude again, just scale this in, give it a nice little bevel, and then E for extrude, we can kind of go up with that. So, the next bit that we're going to do is, let's add in a plane, so that you can see the lighting and how it's going to work. And then we can just go ahead and Shift D and make the ceiling. So, let's take these two that we've just made, press G, bring this up to the ceiling. And then we're going to make some materials on here just to finish up this lamp. So let's go with new. We'll go for metallic BSDF instead of principal BSDF. Change this to a nice orange. Turn the roughness down. So that you've got this nice little gold coming up right here. This one is going to be the lamp itself. So let's go with an emission. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of the original light from here. So this is now an emission. Let's turn this up just a little bit so we got some light coming through. You could leave it like that if you wanted to, but to be honest with you, I'm going to go with shading. And we can go ahead and add a noise texture. And we can go ahead and place that on. So there. You notice that it doesn't do anything at first. Just give me 1 second. Let's try the strength. Yeah. So we can do the strength right here as well. Add a little noise. And then you can change the colour on here too. Obviously it's not making anything at the moment. So let's change it to that. We can go ahead and add a colour ramp. That in the middle. So let's go with pink kind of theme. You can see the pink coming through there. And I think it depends on the strength, on how much detail you're going to be able to see on this as well. So if you want kind of like a nice cozy lamp where you can see the detail, this is probably the level that you want. Whereas if you want a brighter lamp, it's obviously going to start to disappear. So, let's pull the black up a little bit as well. Just kind of give that pink some assistance. And then we can move the white a little bit closer as well, just to contrast that a little bit more. So, I would say turn down the roughness just ever so much. And then distort it a little bit just to give it that nice little funky pattern. So, there it is. That is your basic lamp that you could use for a background or something of a kin. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.